welcome back to another stream, a Wednesday stream, if you didn't know. Let's see. Today, it's a bit of a last minute thing. I wanted to do some One Piece, but I didn't have much of a plan for One Piece stuff, so I have a deck similar to last week. I have a deck that I kind of just not threw together, but a deck that I've had conceptualized for a little while because of this new Roscinante card that released in EBO2, and it's also a deck idea that I've messed with a different leader, with Carrot, in the past. I theorized that with Carrot you could probably run a Fishman package and use Vanderdecken as a form of removal, and then obviously having Hody Jones be a searchable target. The only thing that was different is I didn't have Roscinante, which in turn means I didn't have Sugar, which in turn I also didn't have this card. This card didn't exist back when I was trying to think of a Carrot list. So this list, what's his name? Isekai. He's a Japanese English bilingual streamer or One Piece player who's entered a couple of competitions in Japan. He makes videos of the Japanese meta for English viewers to help them kind of know what's going on and like understand what he's doing. And one of the decks he showed off was this Roscinante Vanderdecken Fishman package, and his list is extremely different from what I have right here. What he had different is he had some of the OP11 cards. So if we go into green, like, oh, hang on, I gotta back out because I changed some of the stuff here. So let's reload that and see if I can find this. Yeah, there we go. He had some of the OP11 cards, so he had exactly one OP11 card. And this list is also just vastly different from what he was doing. Where is it? He had this one. He had this Jinbei in there. It's good. I think it's fine. What I did notice with this deck, just from what I kind of theorized and what I put together, there's not a lot of mid game. There's a lot of early play, a lot of little bodies, but not, well, there's a lot of little bodies, and then there's like the heavy hitters. There's not a lot you can do between like turn 1 and 2 all the way to turn like 5 and 6, because around like, what is it, around like your 5th turn you get like 10 Dawn, and then you start dropping your big bodies. I think roughly about that time. So this deck is a bit, I don't know, this deck feels, I mean, it looks fine. I'm a little dubious of its play pattern. Again, very similar to the Yamato deck that we did not that long ago. This is just kind of like the first draft of this deck. I haven't really tested out. So we're probably gonna do some mirror matches and then some like solo play, and then we'll jump into the online rank. Or not online rank, we're just gonna jump onto some multiplayer stuff. So let's go ahead and do like a card by card. We talked about some of these cards in the past, so I'm not gonna spend a lot of time going into detail into what some of these do. So this is Roscinante. He's the leader, two color leader, green, blue, 4 life leader. He has blocker, and then end of turn, if you have 6 cards or less, you can restand him. Pretty good. His effect is good for defending small things like Sugar and Roscinante. Other than those two, you don't really need to defend much else. So that's why he's here. This is Eustace Captain Kid. This is probably the most staple of greens. It's an 8/8 that, you know, you attach a Dawn and you rest him. Or if he has a Dawn attached to him and he's rested, your opponent can only swing into the Eustace Captain Kid, which is like a pseudo leader buff. So instead of swinging into your leader, they swing into Eustace Kid. The nice thing about this is that if they swing too big into Eustace Kid, or like have a way to dealing with this, you can redirect your attacks back to your leader. So if, like, let's say your opponent's trying to swing into Eustace Kid for 15 and you can't defend it, you just, you know, you take the hit, and that kind of saves the Eustace Kid for an extra turn for another hit. So the synergy here is pretty good. Here's another one. This is Viola. Viola is probably one we haven't seen in a while. It's a 2k counter, 3 cost, 3k power. When opponent attacks, you can rest 2 Dawn, rest up to one of your opponent's Dawn. This is primarily just to have more baby 5 searchers. I usually like playing Viola over the other one. Not you. Where are you? I'm looking for the counterpart. Here it is. So usually I play Viola over Baby 5 because too many times I've made the mistake of playing out this baby 5 thinking he was the searcher. So that's mostly just for my well-being, my sake, my sanity. But being able to rest an opponent's Dawn, like, you paid 2 to deactivate a Gum Giant, so it's not the end of the world. Sugar, another staple for any kind of Don Quixote package. It's a 2-cost 0k power, 1k counter. Opponent's turn, once per turn, if your opponent plays a character card. If your leader is Don Quixote Pirates, rest up to one of your opponent's characters, then rest this card. So whenever your opponent plays something, you just rest it for free. And then on play, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. That is just sort of the generic brand effect for this card. You know, if you put this in any leader, you get the on play effect. But if you're in a Don Quixote leader package, you can do the once per turn effect, which is nice, a lot better than its on play ability. And it's also searchable with our baby 5, so that's why it's also here. It's nice to have. Don Quixote Doflamingo is our 10k big boss. Is on play, up to a total of 3 of your opponent's rested characters or leaders do not become active during their opponent's next refresh phase. So then Don, you play this down, you freeze a bunch of your opponent's stuff, and it's a pretty big tempo swing. I think even to this day, this is still one of Green's best boss monsters, arguably. Other than Hody Jones, like this trifecta is kind of like the king. You know, if you're playing Green, you're playing one of these 3 big bodies, if not all 3 of them. Another one that's in the that can be in that is the Shanks. I believe in one of our older videos we had the Shanks in one of our lists, which is good. So if you want to switch any of these 3 out, you can switch it out for Shanks if you want. But keep in mind the Shanks isn't searchable. And this is the 2-cost Roscinante blocker. This is basically the only reason why this is here is because of Eustace Kid. It can protect Kid from getting KO'd. It can protect Kid from getting hit really hard. So it's a 2-cost 1k power, 1k counter blocker. Opponent's turn. If one of your other rested characters would be KO'd, you may instead trash this character. So it's pretty good. It protects it from KO effects, and then it can also block. So I do like it. And then here's our searcher. It's the baby 5 searcher. You pay 1, rest this, search the top 5 for a Doflamingo or Don Quixote card. Cammy, same thing, but with Fishman and Merfolks. So look at the top 4, find a Fishman or Merfolk, and then other than Cammy, and then put the rest of the bottom of your deck. This is Zeo. Zeo, I'm not going to bother even reading the effect. This is primarily just a searchable 2k, so his effect does not matter to us. Vanderdecken is the namesake of this deck. The whole reason why we're even here, this sicko is shockingly powerful, especially when paired with this Roscinante here. So this is a 2-cost 2k power, 1k counter on play. You may trash a Fishman type card from your hand or trash a Noah's Ark from your hand or field, give up to one of your opponent's rested characters. So obviously this is the discount version of Shanks. Obviously this is not a body worth swinging with. It also requires a fairly big package of some other cards, and it is extremely gimmicky. And you know me, I love gimmicky stuff in One Piece. I love stupid ideas, and I like just seeing if they have any merit or, you know, any legs to stand on. So we're gonna find out if this even works. The reason why I've never bothered building this deck is because I just hate this guy. I think he's just really annoying. I hate characters like this. It's the one reason why I also don't like playing Hody Jones. Well, I don't like the character Hody Jones, but I don't know. This card is so good, you have to play it. Even if you don't like the character, it's just like pure meta goodness right here. So this is just Hody Jones, 7 cost 8k power, rush, on play, risk a total of 2 of your opponent's characters or Dawn, then put the top card of your life into your hand. So this is not bad. I like this. Obviously against like any Luffy or any Straw Hat deck, you're gonna rest 2 of their Dawn. Against anyone else, you're just gonna rest their characters or blockers ideally. Drawing the top card of your life is not the end of the world, but when you're a 4-life leader is a lot more dangerous than you would imagine. Next one is Tashigi, another staple for green. It's a 3-cost 4k power, 2k counter. When one of your green characters other than Tashigi would be removed from play due to your opponent's effect, you may instead rest this character. So obviously this is a backup to our Roscinante, which is just here to protect our kid, and anything else that could be removed that's green. You know, all the blue stuff here is just out the window. And then the other card, the companion to Vanderdecken is Roscinante. This is a 2-cost 3k power, 1k counter. Activate main. You may rest one of your Don cards and rest this character. If your leader is Don Quixote Roscinante, look at the top 5 cards at the top of your deck and play up to 1 character with the cost of 2 or less rested. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So what's nice about this card is I think this was originally designed for Sugar, to play out Sugar. I don't know what else they would have designed this card for. No one seemed to really think of anything else to do with this. Also, people did figure out that you play out a Vanderdecken with this, which is the whole reason, because it's essentially you're paying 1 Don to potentially play out a Vanderdecken and KO like another big body, another your opponent's, you know, big body. So that's the goal of the deck, is to mid to late game play out Roscinante, pay the 1, play out a Vanderdecken, discard either a Vanderdecken or a Kami, and then get rid of whatever your opponent just played. So whether that be like, I don't know, what is it that we hate to see whenever this decides to load? Obviously we get rid of the big stuff. Let's see, like obviously we can get rid of a opponent's Luffy, get rid of a Linlin. I definitely know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of sniping this dude, Luffy, as well. You can also snipe Pudding. Does Pudding rest itself? No, so there's no reason, unless they swing with it, there's no reason that this would be rested. But primarily like Luffy, like other stuff. The problem is, like, I'm so like fixated on green purple Luffy right now. It's really hard to think of other decks that are out there in the meta. But yeah, that's kind of the goal, is just to, you know, play Roscinante out and then snipe something from their board. Pudding, another staple for blue. Just reset your opponent's hand. If they have too many cards in hand, or if you're worried that they might drop a Blackbeard on you, you can just reset their hand. Gum Gum Red Rock just removes anything, puts whatever's on the board to the bottom of its deck. So just strongest removal, really strong removal, no questions asked. Slave Arrow is a new one. This one, it was from the original list that we got inspiration from. So this is just a 1-cost event. Counter, you may return one of your characters of a cost or, okay, let's try to read that again. You may return one of your cost 2 or higher characters to its owner's hand. Give it to one of your leaders or characters plus 4k power during this battle. And then trigger, draw 2 cards and place 2 cards from your hand to the bottom of your deck. So cycling, it has a trigger of cycling. And then you get to basically bounce back either your Roscinante, your Sugar, or your Vanderdecken to your hand, and then you get a 4k boost. So you can use that whether to protect your kid, your leader, or like any of your other little bodies. Even Sugar if you really wanted to. Not the end of the world. I think the deck looks solid. It's very different from what let me see if I can find his name, because I know it's like Isekai something. Oh, come on. Let's see. It is gonna be, it's gonna see if his video pops up. It does not look like it is gonna be the first on the list of videos to pop up. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find his. I'm gonna obviously put his channel in the description. So I know it's something like Ikai something. It's a little hard for me to pronounce. But I did like the strategy, the idea of the deck, and we're gonna do just a quick test run, quick test game. By that I mean I'm literally gonna do this, and we're just gonna play out one quick game. We're gonna do like maybe a couple of rounds. This is pretty ideal, so we're gonna keep that. And then let's search for, actually that's not bad, but I would like those sugars. Unfortunate. And then here, we could try again. Here, nothing. Poop. Doo-doo. Nothing to play. And then we'll pass. Let's see, for 3. We can search again. Wow. Nothing. And then we'll take the first one. Oh, there it is. There he is. All right, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. So you can kind of see here, one of my first issues that I was running into was like we're on our 4 dawn turn, and we don't have much to do for 4 dawn. I want to keep the Roscinante for the kid when we get to 8 dawn, but as of like right now, other than just swinging big with my leader, can't think of much else I would want to do for this turn. Like I'm not doing much. There we go. I mean, that was the extent of our turn right there. So over here on our 5 dawn turn, we can try to blind play a sugar, maybe. Maybe we try just getting a sugar out there, or maybe not. Well, at least he can play out himself. All right, we're not really thinking too much about our like optimal plays, but I'm not liking the fact that we don't have like a mid-game plan here, and I knew that was going to be an issue with this deck. What can we do for a mid-game plan? Because that's my biggest issue right now, is like I got cards in hand, but I don't have much to play. I have an idea of what I want to play for my mid game. This carrot would probably be fine. No. Even this Jeweler Bonnie wouldn't be terrible, but then not searchable. I know what I kind of want. What I kind of want to put in this deck. I'll let you know what I'm thinking. Is I want to put this Cavendish in the deck. It'll be a great way to cycle through the deck. I have practiced with this Cavendish. I think it's really good. The goal is, though, what do we start cutting into? Because one of the issues I'm seeing with this deck as well is that we're kind of splitting our we're splitting our deck into 2 different decks. It's like 2 guys in a trench coat right now. We have the Doflamingo package, and we have the Fishman package in here, and I feel like we need to focus on one or the other. That's where things get a little tough. Right now I'm staring at it right now just to figure out what I want to do with this. Because I don't think there's any like good mid-range bodies. What is our mid-range looking like for Don Quixote stuff? No. No. Yeah. I don't think we're getting anything out of that. What about Fishman? It would be Merfolk and Fishman, right? I don't think there's much in Merfolk. I think there's like an Arlong you could be playing. That's a vanilla body. Let's see. And then we're gonna start getting into like OP11. As far as like Merfolk though, what are we seeing from Merfolk? Yeah, because then we switch over to OP11 real quick. This is a premium card or a promo card. Like that's now because it doesn't have counter. Another promo card. I don't know. Another card I did want to play if we're gonna start getting into like OP11 stuff. And actually it's not even an OP11 card. What I kind of want to play in this deck is, if I can find him. There he is. I want to play this Kazuki Odin because this plays perfectly into like our strategy of bouncing a character back to our hand. So this would basically be able to bounce our Sugars, it'd be able to bounce our Vanderdeckens and our Rosinantes back into hand, which I'm actually like kind of a big fan of. However, I don't know what else from like OP11 I would want to even put into here, or what I would even cut from this. Maybe we would then cut the Captain Kid stuff, cut the Dashigi. We can keep the Rosinante. I think it is just a good searchable thing. I mean, we can cut the whole Doflamingo package, keeping the Sugar. Because if we do Whitebeard stuff, I don't think there was much in this starter deck that was even like super worth playing. Like I think the only thing that was kind of worth playing was just the Odin, if I remember. If you're KO'd by your opponent's effect, you may instead trash one card from your hand. That's pretty good. When attacking, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a Whitebeard Pirate type, nah. We have Navy. Navy is a secondary type we can play with. Let's see. So what if we end up just cutting this stuff out? This would be better if it didn't bottom deck a 2 cost or lower. If this bounced it, I think that would make it playable. This is not bad. Where's the searcher at? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Versus Kami. What is Kami searching up? Kami, where are you, Kami? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Just 3 things Kami's looking up. Is it even worth it at that point? I mean, I think having Kami would be nice, but maybe we drop that and go up a Hody. We're getting better. We're getting there. Let's see. Maybe not Navy, but maybe I can finally add that Cavendish. How are we feeling about this? Is this looking better? I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, this looks very similar to my old list. Let's even look at it. Yeah. This is looking very familiar. In fact, this is actually a really good idea. Getting that Mihawk in there. Mihawk. Yeah, I think just Mihawk I want. Let's see. So we're by 2Ks. It's 1, 2. Yeah, I need to put down one of those. I think I'll go down an extra 1. Go up 1. Can I go back up a Cavendish? Unless I reduce a smoker, which I don't really want to do since we're kind of doing a Navy searcher thing. I think this is slightly better now. Let's save this and give this a shot. All right. So let's do another solo game and see kind of how it does. Yeah, we have the searcher. We'll keep this. We even have a Vanderdeck in hand, which is nice. We have a ton of low cost things. Do we have anything mid game to play? No. Man, that was a great top 5. Man, this would have been the hand. This would have been one hell of a hand to keep. Oh well. I think instead we'll grab that and we'll try to push this stuff back to the top like that. Yeah, that's fine. Man, that's a great 5 at the bottom. Now, how's our opponent looking? Opponent's looking a lot better. Our opponent, though, doesn't have a great search either. Our opponent's not doing too hot either. Oh, it can't grab the Shigi, can it? No, it can't. That's right. Oops, that's a bit of an oversight. Oops. I guess we grab a 2K as well. Other than pushing this up, I think this is gonna be fine. Yeah. All right. We have 2 Vanderdeckens, 3 Dawn. We can check the top of our deck. Don't have much other than Roscinante. We play out of Roscinante, we're basically gonna be giving it up. So I would rather not choose anything than give up the Roscinante. And then what? Do we just take it? I guess we just take it. Oh, nice. Yeah, let's do that. Draw 2 and then put 2 to the back. To the bottom. What is it? Place 2 cards from your hand to the bottom of your deck. What are we gonna bottom deck? Yeah. So now we're at 4. You can throw down Cavendish. Swing at this. I think we're gonna want to save it. Nice. All right, we got something to play. All right, nice. Okay, so we're at 6. We can... Do we want our opponent to keep their Cavendish? Or do we want to Red Rock a Sugar? I don't think we want to do either, honestly. We could be searching... What are we searching out? If we search for a Navy card, what Navy card are we looking for? I don't know. Well, I think we should just swing in then. me get rid of a cabin or a Vanderdecken. Draw 2, trash 1. What do we trash? Or what is it? Trash? Yeah, it is trash. I want to keep that. I think we let it go. 3K. 6K. I guess we do red rock that. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, another one. Press that. And then we're gonna waste the 2K counter on this. Let's see. And then after that, we would play out another one. 8. So now we're at 8. We don't have any of our top end. You have this. We'll rest that and return. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling this. I feel like this is just... doesn't feel like there's much here. Because what, we're 4 turns in? Not a whole lot of like anything going on in either hand. Not really feeling this deck. You know what, this could just be one of those situations where just an idea just kind of doesn't work and it's really no one's fault. So what do we do instead? Because I really don't feel like doing any more testing. I feel like this deck is not my favorite. I don't like the Vanderdecken engine. I think it needs a lot of just small bodies that don't make a big enough impact. Because like you're running Sugar, you're running Roscinante, then you're running Vanderdecken. It's like these 3 alone, they take up a lot of your strategy. It's a lot of cards in deck. Like we have Smoker. Smoker is a good mid-range body. Cavendish is a good mid-range body. And then obviously that's a good bridge into your Hody Jones. And really nothing else. So maybe getting rid of that Kid wasn't a great idea, but what do we do instead of Kid? Like what do we get rid of is the question, right? Did we get rid of Gum Gum Giant? Or this one? Do we get rid of Red Rock for 2 kids? Is that something we even want to do in this deck? I don't know. I like my old Roscinante list. I think this one is better. I like what this is doing a little bit more. In fact, I actually really did like those slave arrows. I might add those slave arrows into the deck. Because what's our, we have 4, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, yeah. So I think, yeah, I think we need the zero cost counters in the deck. Slave arrow would be nice. I don't think, because I was thinking about cutting like 2 of these and 2 of these, or one, you know, one of each of our 2Ks to put in 2 slave arrows, but I don't think that's the way we're gonna go. Well, unless we let me think. I'm cooking. Because if we do end up cutting that, because it's not even searchable, it's blue, so we need to go. Where is slave arrow? Here it is. Because I like the trigger of slave arrow. So our 2Ks are at, so We have 2. Okay, so we have 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If we do reduce those by 2 and then go up the 2 extra slave arrows, how's that feel? That actually doesn't even seem that bad. I actually might like this a little more than having the Vanderdecken in the deck. Yeah, I think this is still better because we have a trigger of cycling. We have Cavendish to cycle, or to no, kind of like draw, discard. Yeah, why don't we just play with Roscinante again? I'm just gonna play Roscinante again. I haven't played this deck in a while, so why not? I'm trying to think. What do we even want to fight against? Roach. I'll go first. I don't mind. That's a terrible hand. It's something. It's a hand. Because now we're kind of getting the opposite effect of we don't have an early game, but we have like a good mid-range deck here. Oh no! This is one with Vanderdecken! Oh no! Uh-oh. I loaded in the wrong deck. So I guess we can. No, I think I want to play that. I guess we're about to find out if this half-baked list actually has some legs. I'm not feeling too hot. This was an accident. After this game, we'll switch to a normal list. I wasn't really feeling this one. Oh man, I don't know. I'm a little nervous. Another one? Bro's looking for what's his name? Zoe. I was gonna say Zeus. No, he's looking for Zoe. Are you kidding me? Can you not find Zoe? Brother, are you even playing? What is happening here? Well, at least we got Hody. I think... What's this one do again? So he's just gonna rest like one of these. Probably rest this. Or not. Alright, so he's gonna be focused on that. I want to keep one Dawn open for Slave Arrow. So I think I'm gonna play Red Rock. Alright, and then that puts me at 6. We might bring Mihawk back into hand. He's 10 cards deep into his deck, man. He doesn't. What's happening? I feel bad. I don't know if this is just a really bad brick, or if I don't know what exactly is happening here. Okay, that's fine. There, he finally got Zoe. Let's go. Oh, it's funny. Got 7 in hand. Got 2 life. I'm trying to think, can I go for game here? I don't think I can. I don't think it'd be wise to go for game. But let's poke. Because we could putting him. And then what do we do? We could Roscinante. But what are we trying to grab with Roscinante? Sugar, potentially? Okay. Wow. Holy moly. The issue here... I don't want to play Hody because I don't want to go down to 1 life just yet. It was very tempting to play Hody out, but I think stalling for a little bit longer is not a bad idea, especially because he's at 5 cards now. He kind of like puttied himself. So he's probably going to start focusing on the smokers. That's fine. What, 6 into something? Okay. Okay. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just see. Probably wasn't the smartest. He might be able to get out of this. Hey, let's go back to main menu. Well, I mean, that was okay. It wasn't the Roscinante list I meant to play, but we did get a win with it. I mean, now I'm thinking. Now I'm like, huh, maybe the deck wasn't that bad. Oh, it's so funny. Good game to my opponent there. I think he actually did fine. It seemed a bit unfortunate. I have a feeling Gion really messed with them a lot. Not, you know, keeping Gion on the field. Not a lot of people have played against Gion in a while, so I can kind of understand why it might felt a little weird. But I think he did the best he could, you know, given whatever he had in hand. So I'm not going to fault him for any misplays or anything like that, because God knows I've made my fair share of misplays as well. But I mean, did we just like after that win, I'm like, huh, did I do something? What did I do here? Did I accidentally make a list that I liked? To be fair, I didn't even play the Vanderdeck and Roscinante list or the cards. So I feel like, I don't know. I think that was okay, he's not there. I don't know. I'll take the win. I'm curious. I'm curious if little Chopper, what Chopper's got going on. I'm just gonna bully the animals for a little while. I don't think he might not be here. I wish there was a way to opt out. Abort, abort. Hey Boogie, you doing card games again? Once again, we're back at it. We're back at it with card games. Unfortunately, I think Chopper crashed my game. That son of a gun. I won't forgive him for this. There we go. Are we back? Come on. Come on, OBS. There we go. Yeah, we're back. Stupid Chopper with his silliness. Bing bong, I'm gone. All right. Thanks for dropping by, Boogie. Do we even like going up against Buggy? Let's go up against Buggy. See what he does to us. We're gonna take first from him. Do I want to keep this? Kinda. Kinda want to keep this. It's a very greedy, super greedy keep. I'm kind of hoping we draw into something playable. Well, I mean, that is playable, but it won't be playable this turn. There we go. Now we're on an even playing field. Ah, you stupid! Ah, pudding! Oh, I hate that card. I hate that card with a passion. This bastard. Oh, yeah. I can't believe it. I just got pudding. Pudding my face. He put it all in my face. You know what? Screw you. That's just out of spite. My bro pudding me. Turn 2 pudding, man. What a vicious guy. Oh, that's so funny. Wow, look at all those bricks. So this is all 3 and 4 costs. Okay, so we're fine. I want a red rocket so bad. I think we do. So put me at 6. Let me swing in. I gave it a little more than that. I don't think it was a wise decision to save it. But you're committed. There you go. So he's got leader ability. That means these are the only 2 attacks that are coming in. Okay, not what I expected. I do have something to play out. 7. Yeah, we do have a chi to play out with this. Do we want a kid though? That's the real question. I don't know if we want a kid. We can't go for game. We could Red Rock. I think we kid it. So, kind of a risky kid to play out. Actually, maybe not. Okay. Because he's definitely gonna have to commit with the Mihawk, at least. How's his... He can't play his 10 drop yet. That's a 5. If we save it, can we even go for game? I don't think we can go for game. It would be pretty dangerous to... I think we let it go. Because I was thinking about using leader ability, take the hit. Next turn we have 3 bodies to swing into, but we would have to swing for 4. We don't have a way of swinging for 4. Five, 6. So this is also for 6. You know what? That might actually be it. Well, no. It's not it, but I don't see a way out of it. We could Red Rock a blocker, play out a body, but yeah, I don't think that's gonna get us the game. Alright. Let's refresh. Why not? Just what does this guy want to do? I think we'll go second for this one. Let's see. I'll keep. Or keep powered characters. No, we can't attack yet. No. So what are we thinking? Because he's gonna be able to do that again. He'll be able to KO this. So don't think that's what I want to do. He's at 5. Does this guy play events? I might just play out the Margaret just to cycle. Force him to commit more Dawn to KOing things on the board. Let's think. 4, 6. Do 2Ks. We can do that. Do we putting him? I'm not sure if I want to putting him. Do 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 do. Otama. Alright. Oh, sorry. I just smacked the hell out of you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can pudding Margaret. Pudding. Draw. End the turn. We could have given him a better hand, but I don't know. It felt like an okay time. Nope, of course. Of course we gave him the exact thing he needed. Unbelievable. So happy for you. Alright, let's see. Even with Hody, he wouldn't be able to win this. We could potentially win this. I don't think we can though. So 5, you'd have 5 Dawn to play with. Well, actually on play we can rest the 4 costs. Well, we can't rest that. And then 5. Probably should have attacked first, but that's fine. I wanted to get my stuff out. Now he's got 2 targets that he has to kind of focus on. We'll see if he can KO them. If he has another Rayleigh, then he very likely will be able to. Alright, so he's decided that this is his target. Yeah. Sure. Probably should have blocked that, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. We can get rid of Israeli, but that would be our entire turn. All right, so is it worth getting rid of Israeli? I'm trying to think. Because you'll have at least guaranteed 3 attacks. I mean, that would be game regardless. Problem is, if we don't get rid of the Rayleigh, it just puts us in a worse situation, I think. If we're lucky, he might just focus this down and waste his time on that. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 3k. We can do actually 3k. Okay. So you have to swing in here first. And then swing in for face, and that's probably it. That'll probably be game. All right. That's so funny. It is so funny that our first game with our first win was with the deck I was clowning on, and then the deck I actually felt like I was good with, it just kept losing. I never saw these slave arrows. Yeah. Blows. There we go. I never saw these slave arrows, so that was like unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know. That's funny, because I honestly thought that, come on, load. There we go. I honestly thought that this Vanderdecken deck was a little half-baked. I mean, this list in particular, I don't think is that well developed, though it did get us the win. It did get us one win, so there's some merit there. There's something there. But ultimately, I don't know if I would continue cooking with this. I think you're better off playing with Shanks more so than anything. The 9-drop Shanks. We'll take a look at them real quick. Yeah, this one right here, because it does the same thing, but you have a more significant body. The one benefit to Vanderdecken is the fact that you can play it out with Roscinante and then KO something rested. But in the same token, you also have something like Red Rock, which obviously is not 1 Dawn, but it will bottom deck anything, and I think for 6 Dawn, that's still worth it. So ultimately, I don't think Vanderdecken is the right direction to go. Or Fishman. I don't know if the Fishman package is the right way to go. Granted, I say that, and then this game lost like 3... We lost like 3 games in a row with this. So, I mean, don't take my advice for it, you know? test it out yourself. Let me know how you did. And yeah, I think that'll be enough One Piece for today. We might switch over to something else in the meantime. But yeah, thank you for watching some One Piece.